Hi, I'm Dr. Jen Harrison from drjenniferharrison.com, and welcome to your Best Self Minute. Today I want to talk to you about why creating a work-life balance is a total myth. As stress levels continue to rise, so do stress-related illnesses like high blood pressure, heart attacks, diabetes, digestive system issues, muscle and joint problems, immune system problems like persistent colds and flus, even arthritis and cancer. And of course, anxiety and depression are rampant. A 2016 Government of Canada report on psychological health in the workplace revealed some pretty disturbing stats. Psychological health problems and illnesses are the #1 cause of disability in Canada. Psychological health problems cost the Canadian economy about $51 billion per year, $20 billion of which results from work-related causes. And 47% of working Canadians consider their work to be the most stressful part of their day. And psychological health problems appear to affect mid-career workers the most, and which results in lowering their productivity in the Canadian workforce. So why do I think that creating a work-life balance is a complete myth? Well, first of all, what is work-life balance? For example, if you hate your job and you're in a toxic relationship, the only work-life balance you can hope to create is that you have equal amounts of negative stress from your work and your personal life. Let's say your work is super stressful, but you really love your family. The way our brains work and are affected by stress, what will happen is that your work is going to have a greater negative effect on your family life than your family life will have a positive effect on your work. No chance for work-life balance in that scenario either. Let's look at what balance is. People strive for it all the time, like it's something concrete to attain, like a university degree or buying a house. But attaining balance isn't about something static and permanent. If you look at gymnasts on a balance beam or Cirque du Soleil performers walking on a tightrope, they are constantly making adjustments to keep themselves from falling, or in other words, to keep themselves balanced. Try this yourself. Stand up and for a moment and balance on one foot. Tune in to what's happening with your foot and ankle and the rest of your body. Are you wobbling a little bit, trying to maintain your balance? Or do you have good control at making the necessary adjustments to keep your balance? Maybe you're wobbling so much that you lose your balance and have to put your other foot down so that you won't fall over. Even if you have really poor balance, you can actually train yourself to have great balance by consistently working on specific exercises. Athletes do this all the time. So how does this relate to work-life balance? What most people don't realize is that in order to live a happier, healthier, and more successful life, a more balanced life, you need to be aware of what's causing the imbalances in both your work life and your home life. Then you need to make conscious choices about the adjustments you need to make in order to deal with the imbalances. And stress, of course, is actually both the result of and cause of imbalances, such as unhappiness, anxiety, depression, physical health problems, and lack of fulfillment. But the majority of stress in our lives is created by two things. #1, our life choices, both related to work and our personal lives. And 2, by how we choose to react or respond to life events. This ties in with the choices we make regarding building up our stress management and stress processing skills, which is also known as building up our resilience. Okay, so first let's take a look at life choices. Ask yourself this: why did you choose the career you have? Why did you choose the job you have? Why are you in the relationship you're in now? Or why are you not in a relationship? Why do you have the friends that you have? And why do you live in the location where you live? Where you are right now in your life, how happy, healthy, and fulfilled you are or aren't, is a direct result of choices that you've made. If things are going well for you, great, you're making some good choices. If your life isn't going well and you're stressed out all the time, you can choose to change that too. The mistake that most people make is thinking that they don't have a choice. However, the reality is we all have way more choices than we think that we do. The problem is that we are often afraid to make the change and we don't take full responsibility for our lives. I can't tell you how many patients I've had over the years whose health, happiness were suffering because they were in a dead-end job or a toxic relationship. They were afraid to look for a new job or end the relationship because they had convinced themselves that a new job or being on their own might actually be worse than their current situation. However, once they did take the responsibility for their lives and decided to make the change, apply for a new job or end the toxic relationship, their lives changed for the better in ways that they couldn't even imagine. And of course, the signs were obvious to me because I saw their body-mind health improve significantly. The chronic stress, the aches and pains, digestive system problems, all diminished. Okay. Now let's look at how our responses to life events affect our health, happiness, and success. Dr. Robert Resnick is a psychotherapist who came up with the formula E plus R equals O, where E stands for event, R stands for our response to that event, and O equals the outcome. So let's take a look at a couple of examples of E plus R equals O. So let's say that you got an unexpected tax refund of $500. That's the event, the E in the equation of E plus R equals O. Now, one response could be to blow the money on a weekend of dining at expensive restaurants with your friends. The outcome would be that, you had a good time, but you wouldn't be any further ahead financially. Another response to that same event of receiving the $500 tax refund would be to take 10% and donate it to your favorite charity. You could also take another 10%, so $50, to take your spouse or friend out to the movies, and then you would still have $400 to invest or to put into your savings account. You'll notice that using Dr. Resnick's equation, the event of getting an unexpected windfall of $500 is the same in both scenarios. However, the R, or the response to the event in each scenario, changed the outcome dramatically. In the first scenario, the money is blown in one weekend with nothing really to show for it. In the second scenario, you get to make a contribution to help others through the charity. You get to increase your net worth by saving or investing money, plus you still got to have some fun. Now, another scenario could be the event is the company you work for is downsizing. Now, your response to that could be to get caught up in the negativity in the workplace, all the stress, which creates the outcome of even being more stressed out than you were before. Or your response could be to go for walks during your lunch hour, drink lots of water, learn to meditate daily to manage your stress in a healthy way. This builds resiliency. You might even respond by looking for a new job or even starting your own business. Maybe the event is an opportunity to commit more deeply to the relationship that you're in. Your response could be avoidance because you're afraid. Maybe your parents went through a messy divorce when you were a kid and you just don't want to relive that pain. So the outcome is that you keep you and your partner in limbo, which generates stress and tension between the two of you. Now, another option to the event might be to face your fear by learning a technique like emotional freedom techniques or EFT tapping, reading books on relationships, or working with a counselor to learn ways to overcome this long-standing fear and relieve your stress. Again, this gives you tools to be better able to respond to life events, whatever they may be, in a healthier and more balanced way. So I hope this explains why work-life balance is a myth. Being happier, healthier, and more fulfilled is about making healthy choices in both our work and personal lives, as well as knowing that if something is having a negative impact on our health, happiness, and success, we can choose to make a change for the better. It's also about learning new tools and using them to build resiliency so that when life challenges happen, we can face them in a positive, healthy way and make the necessary adjustments to regain balance in all areas of our life.
Now, if you found this video helpful, be sure to like it, share it with a friend who may need it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this one. For additional resources to help you go from your stressed self to your best self, head on over to my website, drjenniferharrison.com. It's free to join. You'll get 6 amazing bonuses when you do, plus access to over 100 articles and videos. Remember, making a positive change starts with one step in the right direction. Thanks for watching.